Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm just testing out the new camera that I just got earlier this week. It's going to be one of the main cameras in the filming of Gray, and I just got to get used to some settings. So I decided to do a little vlog and post it up on Owner Exotics and talk about the filming, what's going to happen, a few Q&As that I posted on my main account, and talk about what I'm going to be doing with the geckos and what you're going to see this Wednesday. First of all, the film is going to be started in the process, I would say, in the next month, maybe 40 days. I'm going to be going out. I know where there is a pack of wolves. We're going to do some filming and see where that takes us. As with any wildlife film, it's kind of up to the animals, and if I'm in the right spot and the right time, I have to get the footage. But we're aiming for about 40 days out. We're going to start filming for sure. So a lot of people are asking me about the Kickstarter. I started it after a few friends recommended it, and I talked to a few producers, and they said it was a good way to get going. It's going to get me, if we do hit the goal, it's going to get me there that much faster. Basically, you're pre-ordering the DVD or the Blu-ray, and as soon as it's out, you get that reward for the pledge that you've done. If I don't hit the $20,000, I think I put that after talking to some producers. I'm still going to do it. It's just going to take a little bit longer, but I'm still going to get this done. Now to move on to Owner Exotics, where this is going to be posted this Wednesday. You guys are going to see me start the episodes of how to breed, how to get into the geckos, and the first episode is going to be about if you should or not, and what questions you've got to ask yourself, and what type of stuff you need, and what type of stuff you're going to need after you start. So basically, it's the very first steps on breeding at any level. You can take what I'm going to say and you can multiply it, and you'll see in the video, multiply it if you want to get bigger. And you can use this advice even if you are breeding and you want to get bigger. You can use the advice that I'm going to put in these episodes. So I'm going to give off some trade secrets. Some of these trade secrets people know, some of them they don't. I was talking to some people at a show and they're like, well, I didn't know that. I'm going to be an open book, and I want you to see the ups and downs of getting into breeding. So this is what Owner Exotics' first, should I say, series is going to be, is do you want to be a gecko breeder? This is what it's going to take. Excuse me. After that, I don't know where we're going to go. I am also going to do, well, I'm going to do a mini series where you're going to follow my gem snow radars. The gem snow radars group is going to be something really cool. We just got some gem snows from Impeccable Gecko, or should I say a few months back, and that's a really exciting project to me. So we're going to do some video on the gem snow radar project, and hopefully I can put it together. Maybe it's only going to be a 20-minute thing, maybe it'll be a 15-minute thing, maybe it'll be 2-3 episodes. I'm not totally sure. And of course, all the other stuff that we're going to be producing, stuff that's come along, we're going to be putting up on Owner Exotics, and I'll be doing some, Reptile Expo videos now. That's even better. This camera is able to do 4K, 1080. I can do cinematic with it. There's a lot of stuff I can do with this camera that I could not do with my older DSLRs. My older DSLRs they do 1080, but there's just less I can do with them. This camera that I'm working with right now is half the size of this bad boy. Should I say these two? But it has so much more power. Now I do have to do a few things to use these EF lenses. This one's a Sigma that's on this. This is actually an older lens. I found it. It's got like a white chalkiness. I've tried to clean it off many times. It comes off a little bit, but the lens is perfect. But this is an EF mount lens. So I can now use my EF mount lenses on this mirrorless camera that I've purchased. So the reason I went to a mirrorless camera is it's quiet, for one, for the filming of the films I want to do. And I can take it where it's totally silent. It is 100% silent, and I can be out in the wilderness with it. Now, I am going to be taking my DSLRs out there, my GoPros out. The DSLRs are still great for still. I can do B-roll with those. I'll probably be doing a lot of B-roll with the camera I'm on now. I'm looking to get a bigger lens yet, so I have more reach. So a lot of stuff's going on. I might even pick up another one of these cameras. Because as you guys know, I keep saying it's just really, really hard with the equipment I had and the time I had. This is going to cut down a lot of stuff because this has dual pixel focusing, autofocusing. My other two don't. I had to focus it the whole time when I was doing stuff. It wasn't, the autofocus on them two DSLRs are not the best compared to something like this mirrorless where it's dual pixel autofocusing. It's just an amazing, amazing camera. So you guys are going to start seeing a lot more videos from us, and I was shaking the table a little bit. I don't know if that's going to go into the video or not. I do got a new microphone that is a lot better than the one I had. So hopefully this is the very first time I got the setup going. I do have wireless mics that you guys are going to see once I set up this camera downstairs, and I'll be going through bins. You'll see a mic hooked up to me so you guys get clear audio at all times. We are going to go big with this. We are going to show you guys the animals and show you guys step by step what I do in the captivity realm of things, the reptiles. And then we're going to go out into the wild, and you're not going to see my face as much. I want you guys to see the animals. That's my whole goal. So there's going to be two aspects. I do have Animal Treasure Films Facebook page and YouTube. I really haven't pushed it out there very much because I want to get the films done first. So it's just a quick little vlog. I wanted to test out this camera. I was really excited about it, and the lighting. This lens I have is actually the kit lens. I believe it's a 15 to 45 millimeter. So I'm not using the F lens. I'm using a mirrorless lens on this one. I'm thinking about getting maybe a 13 millimeter, something like that for this camera. So when I do vlog, it zooms out a little bit more, but I kind of like this where it's at. I kind of like it a lot. I got a flip out screen, so I'm keep looking at it to make sure that I'm in focus and everything's happening. That's why I'm kind of moving it around. I want to make sure that this dual pixel focusing is what it was advertised. I've looked at reviews and everything else, and everyone is raving about this camera. This camera is an amazing camera, and I have no complaints about it yet. Now, I will say about it, though, is I can grab one of my DSLRs and I can get great photos with this, same as this camera is going to do. I'm going to get amazing photos with my DSLRs, and that's what I'm going to take my DSLRs out for. So when I'm videotaping with this, or should I recording with this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a 300 millimeter on this, or I'll put a 200 millimeter on this and try to grab some stills to put into my film. So we have a lot, and I have a lot of plans, and the best way to do it is to start doing it. And that came from a friend of mine. He says just start doing it, and I have to just jump in. I'm hoping that we start doing some mini films. I just got some word on somewhere some ducks are coming in already, and I have, in my in-laws, I have a lot of land that I can film, squirrels and chipmunks and deer and hummingbirds and all different types of birds. And this camera is capable of catching that hummingbird and slowing it down where we might be able to glimpse and get it where it's not fluttering so fast. I'm going to try to do that. There's a lot of things I got to practice with this camera. I am not a professional photographer by any means, but I do like doing it, and I do like video, and I'm learning everything I can, and this camera has a lot more power. So I'm really excited about it. My computer just went off. But guys, Orner Exotics, excuse me, has a lot of baby geckos coming in. I already have eggs on the ground. I got ovulating females every single day. I'm pairing and moving males. A lot is happening. If you guys are interested in any type of project, you can message us and get on a list, and I'll give you guys first, dibs at the ones I'm going to release. I already have some people on the Gem Snow radar group that I have. They're waiting to see what I'm going to release from there. And I do have some white and yellow bell people waiting for some stuff. But I'm very transparent. I tell you what I'm expecting. I cannot tell you the morphs I'm going to get, but I can say from this group, I'm expecting this many eggs, roughly, give or take. And first, I'm going to do my holdbacks, and then what I release, and go from there. Some of the groups we did breed last year. They're going to be, second, third gen breeders. So I know what to expect from them groups. Like our Red Stripe group, I know what to expect from our Red Stripe group. I know what the bells are sort of going to look like. I know what the red stripes are going to sort of look like. I know the range. Now, that doesn't mean that we're going to create that top of the line red stripe like we have this year. But it also doesn't mean we can't create something better. So if you guys are interested, if you're interested in wholesaling, if you're a vendor, if you do shows or anything like that, we do wholesale. I always make wholesalers win when they buy from me. I always make sure you're gonna get your bang for your buck, because you're helping me move animals, and hopefully my genetics are getting out there a little bit more than just Wisconsin. So if you guys are interested, stay tuned. I'm going to post a lot of stuff on Animal Treasure Films, on Orner Exotics. I'm going to be messing with this camera a lot. If everything goes right, I'm going to be filming outside. I might be doing these vlogs outside. I might even do daily vlogs. I don't know. I'm not totally sure, but I guarantee they're not going to be 15-minute daily vlogs. They might be 5-minute daily vlogs. I'm not totally sure. I might be showing you what I found, or maybe I get some eggs from a group. This camera takes out a lot of my editing because it's just a better camera. It's taking better image, if that makes sense to you. I don't have to do much to the image. And the sound, I don't have to do much to the sound with this new Rode and the wireless microphones that I do have. I do have lighting kits I've always had. I'm hoping that I get the lighting downstairs. If people's been watching my YouTube, they know every single time I set up a room in a new house or whatever, my gecko room always has bad lighting, and it's the same thing here. But I'm working on it. I'm going to get some lighting down there, and we're going to get some really nice shots and stuff like that. And this camera's going to make that happen. It's smaller than a DSLR. It's not as bulky. It's just something I got to learn, and I got to learn look at these frame rates. I'm practicing with different frame rates on this one. It's got 4K, it's got 1080. Most of the stuff I'm going to shoot in 1080. I know 4K captures a lot more, and I can edit more in the RAW, but I'm going to work with 1080 at this time. So, guys, I'm going to try to get this video up right now. I'm just going to stop it. I'm going to upload it. I'm going to edit it and see what I got. Okay, guys? I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll talk to you next time. I'm out.